Product of algebraic expression. Multiplication of algebraic expression. Rules for multiplication. Multiplying one monomial by another monomial. Multiplying a binomial by a monomial. Multiplying a trinomial by a monomial. Multiplying binomial by binomial. Multiplying a trinomial by multiplication of algebraic expressions. Dear students, while multiplying algebraic expressions, we should know the rules for signs in the multiplication. The product of two positive integers is positive. The product of two negative integers is also positive. And the product of one positive integer and one negative integer is negative. Multiplying one monomial by another monomial. Suppose 4pqx is a monomial. Now, 4 is called numerical coefficient of the monomial and pqx is called literal coefficient of monomial. Now, if Sarita want to multiply it with a monomial minus 13px, how will she multiply? First, she will arrange both monomial in multiplication. Then she will write numerical coefficients and literal coefficients separately in the multiplication. The product of 4 and minus 13 will be minus 52. And the product of into bracket p into q into x will be p square qx square. Hence, the product of monomials 4pqx and minus 13px is minus 52p square qx square. If Sarita can perform multiplication of two monomials easily, she can perform multiplication of three monomials too. Suppose there is a third monomial 3x square with into bracket 4pqx and minus 13px. The product of these three monomials will be minus 156p square qx raised to power 4. Multiplying a polynomial by a monomial. Multiplying a binomial by a monomial. Teacher has given some homework to Samir. Now Samir is multiplying this binomial 5m cube p minus 7mn square by a monomial 3mn. As a monomial, 3mn has only one term, that is 3mn. Samir multiplies 3mn by 5m cube p, the first term of binomial. Then he writes plus sign and multiplies 3mn by minus 7mn square, the second term of binomial. Now the product of 3mn into 5m cube p is 15m raised to power 4 np, and the product of 3mn into minus 7mn square is minus 21m square n cube. As Samir knows plus into minus is minus, therefore he gets 15m raised to power 4 np minus 21m square n cube. Multiplying a trinomial by a monomial. Consider 3p into bracket 4p square plus 5p plus 7. As in the previous case, we use distributive law. Observe, by using the distributive law, we are able to carry out the multiplication term by term. Multiply each term of the trinomial by the monomial and add the products. Multiplying a polynomial by a polynomial. Multiplying a binomial by a binomial. Sarita is now multiplying into bracket 3a plus 4b by into another bracket 2a plus 3b. Observe that how she is performing this multiplication. First, she writes first term of first binomial with second binomial in multiplication. Then she writes second term of first binomial with second binomial in multiplication. Now again, she uses law of distributivity. Observe now. We can see that she is multiplying every term in one binomial with every term in the other binomial. Now the product of 3a into 2a is 6a square. The product of 3a into 3b is 9ab. The product of 4b into 2a is 8ab. And the product of 4b into 3b is 12b square. 9ab and 8ab are like terms, and Sarita adds them as 17ab. In this way, Sarita multiplied into bracket 3a plus 4b by into another bracket 2a plus 3b and got the answer 6a square plus 17ab plus 12b square. Multiplying a trinomial by a binomial. Let us observe how a multiplication of binomial and trinomial is performed. A plus 7 is binomial and a square plus 3a plus 5 is trinomial. Using distributive law, write first term a of binomial with whole trinomial and then write second term 7 with whole trinomial. Now multiply a with each term of trinomial. We get a cube plus 3a square plus 5a, and then multiply 7 with each term of trinomial. We get 7a square plus 21a plus 35. Now write like terms near and add. We get a cube plus 10a square plus 26a plus 35. Identity. An equation a square plus 3a plus 2 is equal to 132 is true for variable a is equal to 10. But it is not true for all values of the variable a, like a is equal to -5 or a is equal to 0. But if the equation is true for every value of variable in it, the equation is called identity. Standard identities. The following are the standard identities. A plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. A minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. A plus b into another bracket a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. Another useful identity is x plus a into another bracket x plus b is equal to x square plus into bracket a plus b into x plus ab. The above four identities are useful in carrying out squares and products of algebraic expressions. Summary. In this subtopic, we have learnt addition and subtraction of expressions, multiplication of expressions, multiplication of monomial by monomial, multiplication of monomial by polynomials, multiplication of binomial by binomial, and multiplication of binomial by polynomial. That is all in this lesson, student. Maths is fun, so keep learning.